Hello and thanks for joining us for this edition of Trojan Talk. I'm Paige Ray. We have two very special guests today. First, Tim Phillips. He is a professor of clarinet here at Troy. And we also have Susan Smith, assistant professor of music. Guys, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us. Of course. So we are gearing up for a rather big weekend for a lot of music students and music lovers. Let's start with Susan first, because we have an inaugural event, correct?
We do. On March 24th, Friday, we're going to have our first ever music education major for a day. We know that sometimes going to college and being a major in something might be a little scary to students that don't know anything about it. Mm-hmm. So if they have the opportunity to be on campus and kind of experience it, go to some of our ensembles, talk to professors about what it's like to audition for college or how to be successful in the first year, they might be more successful and might choose Troy. So.
I love that, and you kind of answered my next question with that answer, but you know, how does that benefit somebody? I mean, what kind of events are they going to go through to help familiarize themselves?
Yeah, well, we're going to have a welcome. We'll have some of our administrators there to welcome them to campus and have the opportunity to talk to some of our professors. And then some of our instrumental and choral professors, like Dr. Phillips, are going to do a talk on how to prepare an audition, what they were looking for, and how to do that, no matter what college that they go to. And then we're going to have the opportunity to tour the campus with our admissions folks and see the beautiful campus here. And then they're also going to sit in some ensembles. So the choral students will sit in on our choral, our chorale, and our collegiate classes. And the instrumentalists will have the opportunity to be in symphonic band and symphony band. So they hear what it's like to be in those ensembles.
That's awesome. So they're going to get to talk to the professors, but will they also get to talk to students as well?
Absolutely. We'll have some students that will be performing at the beginning of it. Frequency will be doing that, as well as Tyler one of his clarinet students, fantastic player, will be doing that. And he'll have an opportunity to have some one-on-one with some of our older students, just to ask questions that might be more comfortable asking a college student.
To pick their brains a little bit. Yeah, and that event leads into a whole other event, which is Clarinet Day. So tell us a little bit about what's on tap for this year.
Well, this is the 16th year of Clarinet Day, and high school students come from around the region, and they play in a big clarinet choir with the college clarinet students, and we have guest artists coming from around the country. I have the clarinet professor from the University of Colorado at Boulder, and also the former clarinet professor at the University of Illinois. He just retired after 30 years of teaching at the University of Illinois. And I have some other friends. I have a clarinet quartet from the Air Force Academy in Colorado Springs, and the clarinet professor from Eastern New Mexico University, one of my former students who's finishing her doctorate in clarinet performance at Florida State, and we have a repair person who's from Poland, but he lives in New York, New Jersey area and does a lot of repair for clarinet players around the country.
That is awesome. Now, you guys, I feel like part of this, and obviously for you, because you're dealing with younger, possibly incoming students, the goal is to get people in and to help them see Troy is a booming place for music lovers and music students. Why do you think that's important right now in this day and age?
Well, I think that it's important for them to know that when they come to Troy University, they're going to get exposed to a lot of different kinds of people, a lot of different kinds of events. And this is a great day to be at Troy University, not only because it's the day after Be a Music Major for a Day, it's Clarinet Day, it's also Scholarship Audition Day with the university bands, and it's Spring Preview Day. So there will be students on the quad, and it'll be a big, busy day.
And what do you guys get out of it? I mean, as the organizers, and you're the ones who put the blood, tears, sweat into this, you know, what do you hope comes from this?
Well, for me, if we could take away any of the angst of parents and students about making that transition to college, I think that that's very helpful. You know, I always say when I do honor bands, you should stay in band no matter what you do in college, no matter your major, because you know how to band, you don't know how to college yet. And it really kind of ties things over for them so they're a little more comfortable as they come to college. But we also know if we get them on campus at Troy University, that's pretty much 2/3 the way there.
Seal the deal.
It's such a beautiful campus, and people are so welcoming. And I also like to say at Troy University, you're not a number, you know, that we really see you and we want you to be successful. So we feel like if we get them to campus, they can feel that why we're all here, while we're all at Troy.
Oh, and as someone who was debating about coming to Troy, I was in high school marching band. I was a band nerd. And I got on campus and that was it. I mean, it was over. All the anxiety, the hesitation of, oh, is Troy right for me? Psh, out the window. So I hope that happens with you guys. So let's really quick, before our time is out, where can people learn more information about both of these events?
Okay, so for Troy University Clarinet Day, I've sent out invitations to so many bands in the area, but I also have an online registration form. You can find it on the Troy University Clarinet Studio Facebook page. We have a like page on Facebook. And you can also email me at tphillips, TPHILLIPS 16791 at troy.edu.
Perfect. And is there a specific place people need to go for your event?
We will have it up on our website here in the next day or so. It's a brand new event and we're just kicking it off now. So we'll have it all over social media. And they can also contact me at slsmith02064 at troy.edu.
Well, you guys, thank you so much for joining us. I'm excited. I hope all goes well with your first event. And I hope it's a successful annual event for you.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you guys, and thank you for joining us on this edition of Trojan Talk.